Hi everyone, it's me again. So I'm going to do a funny video. Well, it's funny, but it's not funny. It's funny, but it's educational. And this one's called Love Spells Gone Wrong. Okay, so first of all, I've always, when I did read books and things, I always read books about, law of attraction, and spirituality came second nature to me. But I wanted to know more about how people manifest in this physical realm, because I'm always in the other realm, so it's hard for me to ground myself and physically manifest things. But now looking at my path, I see the reason why. The reason that I wasn't supposed to manifest physical things necessarily is because I had to become very, very grateful for love and for the love of my children and being happy, taking them to the Dollar Tree and getting them a few things and then being so excited and then going out in nature and having fun. I mean, that's been our lives. When I look back on all, I'm gonna cry. When I look back on all the best experiences that I have with my children, all it ever was love. All it ever was us playing in nature. And that's our happiest times, because that's all that matters, you know? All this other stuff doesn't matter. Sorry for getting emotional. Woo! Like I said, it definitely is the most important thing to me. Love, nature, the things that we already have plenty of, our own inner love that we have for ourselves and the people that we love. That's what's important, okay? And they always tried to force their agenda on me and my kids, and I was like, no, we're fine. You guys keep your agenda. We don't fit in. We'll be happy together and take our little hikes and play on the playground and be fine. Like, you guys take all your other stuff because it doesn't make us happy. Anyway, but my kids, didn't always have what other kids had and things like that, which didn't really bother them because my kids are just like me. But I did want to give them more. And so I did try to read these books about law of attraction and all this stuff. And I was wondering, gosh, why isn't my path like this? I don't understand. Like, why are these techniques not working for me? And they didn't, because they work if you're physically focused. But if you're not physically focused, you're going to have a higher ideal. You're going to have a higher humanitarian perspective like I have. It's really hard for me to limit my mind being selfish and only saying, this is mine and my family, and I'm going to build this up, and all of you guys can suffer, and I'll just like walk past you when you're suffering. I've never been able to do that. Excuse me. So my solution to all of this was to create a system that could heal everyone. However, I had no idea there was such a thing as witchcraft, and you could cast spells on people. Like, I had no idea. I mean, I knew that if God gave you a vision of your soul and your potential and what you're supposed to become, you could move into that because that was a God-given vision. But to go and cast spells on people that you have no business being with in the first place is ridiculous. So the only thing I would do is I would write about the things that God gave me the visions for, basically, in my journal, or, it's called scripting, and it actually does work. But you have to be very clear on what God's telling you first before you start trying to manifest anything, okay? You can manifest little things, sure, but is that benefiting you and a higher purpose is the question. So people casting these love spells is witchcraft, basically. I didn't know anything about witchcraft, but I knew when I was under attack, starting about in 2015, all my kids had been going to the best schools. I moved to a place where, the elementary school that my sons went to was really good. Then I put my son, my oldest son, in a technology middle school because he's really good in technology. Then I put him in supposedly the best high school where we lived, and was supposedly really good. But right when I started detaching from the family patterning and telling them that I couldn't take the abuse anymore and I was getting away, and me being very vocal, I told everyone what my plan was, which was a huge mistake. Now, this man Stedman, I tried to get away from him from the get. I saw he had already done what he had done, and I had left him for a year. I didn't talk to him. But what I started noticing is when I wasn't talking to this man, bad things started happening to my kids. And it was a total spell that was put over me and my children so that I would have to go back to him eventually, is what ended up happening. What happened was, the first thing that happened is my oldest son got jumped at his high school, at supposedly the best high school ever. And they forced him to do things that he didn't even have any kind of, like, he didn't tell me anything, first of all. So they first attacked my oldest son, who was a teenager at the time, and I went into such a deep depression that I couldn't figure out what was going on. And then it just was attack after attack after attack. At night, I would be up all night because I would be getting attacked, okay? All right, that's witchcraft, okay? This man Stedman practices in witchcraft. My mother does. My twin's ex does. I mean, and none of them are attacking him. It's attacking me and my children, which is, it infuriated me so much that I don't want anything to do with my twin now, actually. This is what ended up happening because I wasn't experienced in witchcraft. I didn't know what was going on. But looking back now, I found out, because in the past couple years, I didn't read any books about witchcraft because I can't handle reading anything dark, anything that's not of God. But I read a couple of the lighter books that tried to claim that they were law of attraction, but it's basically witchcraft using visualization or something like that. Anyway, the lighter witchcraft stuff I was able to read to see how they were doing these things. But and anyway, I noticed that a lot of these manifestations would happen all around the full moon. And I'm a new moon person. I'm an initiator. I like the new moon, planting the new seeds, bringing in the new. So I didn't have experience with this full moon thing. But I just noticed that a lot of really bad things would happen around the full moon when all their spells would start to attack me before I knew what was going on. And now I can protect myself. So basically, it goes back to 2007 when my twin came over to my house and he asked if he could cut my hair. And he cut my hair and took my hair. Now, I'm not quite sure of the details, if he actually gave it to the witch that he was with to use, or if he used it for the love spell towards me. But he also stole my ring that I made in jewelry class. And I didn't know he stole it for a couple years after, when God gave me the vision that he stole it. And this is a very special ring that I made. It took me a really long time to make. I'm a silversmith and I like to make jewelry. And this ring had a citrine in it. And he took the ring and the hair. And anyone could say, oh, he loves you, wants to put a love spell on you. Well, all right, well, that's okay. But the thing is you don't need to do that if things are meant to be. You just, you just delight and you be happy in the energy. You don't take things from people and steal from people. He also read my journal and then lied about it. So from the get, he was shady, but I said, oh, I'll just write it off. I'll be like, oh, he just is, kind of controlling or whatever. But anyway, so he put a love spell on me. She put a love spell on him. Stedman put a love spell or witchcraft on me. My mom put witchcraft on me, literally from every single angle. Either I had a love spell put on me or witchcraft done to me, okay, out of jealousy, because everybody wanted me, but nobody wanted to treat me properly was the problem. So this video is about witchcraft and love spells gone wrong. If God doesn't give you the vision for something, it is not meant to be. Okay? You will know if you're meant to be with someone. And if so, you do not need to do a love spell. It's just meant to be. Okay? So I wanted to make this video be kind of funny, and now I don't even know what this video is turning into. Basically, witchcraft is real, and when enough people attack you with it, you can die. If you don't know what's going on and you don't know how to protect yourself. So if you feel like witchcraft has been done to you, or you know, people have put spells on you, raising your frequency, healing your energy field, getting really healthy is going to be helpful. However, if you do have these spells placed upon you, it's very challenging to keep your routine going because you're constantly dealing with fighting off attacks. And that's what I had to deal with. Constantly, my kids were getting attacked. I was getting attacked. Every day it was something else. I haven't slept in years, people. I have not. Okay? This is me not sleeping in years. Not fully. I mean, I might get 3 or 4 hours a night. But, and that's always because I'm trying to fight off these attacks. But the point is, you don't need to do love spells. All of that stuff is not of God. Okay? God will bring you the real thing if it's meant to be. And now, because my twin messed up and did all these things, it's going to be really hard for him to come back, because he has to apologize for all of these things, and he has to make them right, and he has to protect me and my children. So anyway, that's just the way that things have turned out now. But don't force things that are not for you, because you will just run in circles and waste your life and waste your time. If something is meant for you, you'll know, and you'll fight for it, and that's all there is to it. And you'll know, and you'll fight off all the attacks against it, and you will be successful. So all their love spells went wrong. Okay, because now I only love myself and my children and my lightworker soul family friends. So if you are getting attacked by witchcraft, which is very, very real, you don't have to believe in it. The only thing I can suggest is that you send me an email and let me know about your story, and I will give you a suggestion, because that's the only thing I can do right now, because I feel very badly for you if this is the case, because I had to deal with so much because of this, and it gets like real weird, people, real weird. Every place I would go, they would send somebody that would stalk me. Like, didn't matter what city I was in, because I kept traveling to get away from it. I was like, why? But, and these people have black eyes. Their eyes are completely black. It's like they don't have a pupil. I don't know. And they have a blank stare, and they don't, it's so creepy. It doesn't scare me, but it wastes my time. It wastes my time from what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay? And it doesn't work. And then the people that do the witchcraft, their karma is horrible. Like, I feel really bad for anyone who has to use witchcraft, because they're so not understanding what this is actually doing to their karma and their soul potential. Like, they're gonna have to literally take on so much more in their path to get to where they want to go, because of the love spells gone wrong, basically. So this is just a warning. If you do love spells, I would stop. If you do witchcraft, I would stop. Go to God. You know, love yourself. Go to God. Do those things that are pure in vibration. Anything demonic is not of God. Demons are, you know, all the bad things. And God is all the good things. It's not rocket science, people. It's very, very simple. Anyway, I just wanted to make that short video. I love you all. Tomorrow I'm going to be making the videos for my courses, so you'll know what those are about. And I'm so excited to be doing videos again, and I love you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.